Alright ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game of Fiend and आज थोड़ा अलग content लेके आए हैं and इस बार we have the collector's edition of Assassin's Creed Mirage. Assassin's Creed Mirage has been released on 5th of October. Reviews are already in and it is almost on the line of 70-75%, which is a good fair game. Our official review is live and we have given it a better score because personally we found it a game which we think is best suited for the franchise right now. But still, it's a quite small game. It's only 16 hours, so definitely it's good for you to dive in and decide yourself. But long ago, the collector's edition was also announced and thoda sa wo underground chala gaya tha. And there was no news about it until few weeks and days before the official release. Games the Shop announced that they will be shipping out collector's edition to people in India, and there were like a very limited number of stock. So like let's talk how it got here. So when Games the Shop announced that they are going to give out the collector edition, they announced it via Instagram, and when I logged in into the page after 20 minutes, office में था मैं, तो it was already stocked out. I reached out to Games the Shop. They said यार अगर कोई cancel करता है तो ही मिलेगा. So I was refreshing. Luckily, 15 minutes later, somebody cancelled and there was another stock, and I took no time to get it for myself. The delivery, however, today is 6th, one day after Mirage, so it's not an issue. It was shipped by road, and I don't know why would it be shipped by road. It only is 2 kg, and I don't know if airplanes may 2 kgs are supposed to go or not, but we'll see if it's all intact inside it or not. As for the delivery experience, I think one day after the release is no big deal at all. It's quite good, and most of the games from Games the Shop arrive on the release day itself, so there's no complaints from their end. And they use Blue Dart, and Blue Dart is technically one of the most important and major suppliers and couriers in India. Blue Dart, however, जब वो लोग deliver करने आए, they literally threw the package on my front porch, so I don't know if it is in good condition inside. I was quite shocked. They even messed up by name in the courier sheet. It is correct in the invoice, but Blue Dart somehow messed up by name. So even the delivery guy got confused कि भाई तुम ही को देना है ना कि किसी और को तो नहीं देना. But apart from that, there were no issues at all. It arrived quite early. So अब तो भाई खोल के ही देखा जाएगा इसके अंदर का माल कैसा है. So let's just jump right in. So I'll just quickly take this cellophane thing off. It's shipped via E-Express. E-Express is one of the sole distributors in India, and they have been here since around quite a long time. Like even before I ventured into actually buying games, they were already shipping out all Assassin's Creed PC titles. They were also shipping out Syndicate, Watch Dogs, and I got to know that from a friend who is originally from Mumbai, and he has all that collected. He loves collecting all of that, so that was actually quite cool. So outer box looks pretty damaged. मतलब obviously not एकदम बुरी हाल जो Amazon भेजती है, but there are obviously dents. But I am quite certain Games the Shop did their best to protect it. बहुत सारे tapes है इस पे. There's an invoice right here. They have even attached a sticker to make sure the delivery guys keep it intact. But regardless, अब तो खोल के अंदर पता चलेगा how safe it is. So there you go. I think we've taken off the top part. Now we can just slowly have it opened up. Upper, once again I can see another cardboard. So it was just a sheet of cardboard, I think, to protect the top side. Good thing there is bubble wrap, so I am quite happy about it. Let's just put it down and take it off in a diagonal manner. Alright, this already looks like good news to me. Very nice. So the entire thing comes in a bubble wrap, which is once again a very good thing. Bubble wraps are the necessity of the hour. Especially वो जो फेंक के गया Blue Dart वाला doorstep पे, bubble wrap I think did a great job protecting it. There could have been one more layer of bubble wrap, but अगर content सही है तो who am I to complain? plates. They were talking about distributing character plates to whoever pre-orders it. I was not sure that they would give it to people who had gotten the collector's edition, but they have actually sent out. So I think each of these packets contain two. I think you'll have it on your screen right now, and they look quite pretty detailed. But these definitely look quite pretty. So we'll keep them aside. We have the game right here. We'll open it up in the last. I think first, all of us would like to explore the collector's edition box. Alright. So the collector's edition box is 100% damage free. There is literally no damage in any of the sides, and it looks quite premium. The detailing is quite well done. You can already see there has been a lot of effort in actually packaging this item. There is not a seal present, so it could be opened before me. I am not sure. But anyway, let's do the unboxing. Alright, almost messed it up, but everything is okay. At the top, we have. Alright, at the top, we have. I want to believe this is the Steelbook of the game. This is the official Steelbook. And steel cases are obviously very pretty. They always do a good job across any games. Even Forspoken had a good steel case. And it was just a steel case. There was no good game. And definitely, the steel case is very premium. बहुत बढ़िया finish है. Like there is almost a gloss with a light reflection, if you can see that. And under you have the space to keep the game right here. You have also the space to keep booklet या vouchers, so you can completely replace it with the original packaging that it comes with. इसके अलावे you get the soundtrack. Most important, I love collecting soundtracks. So this definitely, I think, has the soundtrack. Just one disc. Cyberpunk had two. They, I think, only needed one disc for that. Although, apart from my home theater, I don't have any display. Maybe my car, but we'll see about that. So that is one disc selected game soundtrack you get with the game. And at the last in this tray, you also get, I think it should be the artbook, definitely. It is a well wrapped, well packed artbook. Keep it fresh in there. Alright. So the artbook is a hardcover. It is quite well binded. It looks good. And there's obviously a pretty premium finish. The printing has been flawless. All the concept art present while making the game, and definitely every fan is going to love exploring this artwork in particular. This looks phenomenal. And with that, we also have one more thing in this tray, and if you guessed it correctly, it is the map of Baghdad and Baghdad, no Baghdad, okay. वो English narration में इतना ज़्यादा Baghdad बोला है उन्होंने. Let's see what's more inside it. तो इसके बाद there's just this black covering to separate it, and yeah, the black covering goes here. इसके बाद I think it is the figurine straight up, जो pretty much if you order anime figurines, they also come in this dual plastic wedge. So I'll just pull it out real quick. It even smells good somehow, like a deodorant or something. Or maybe it's just the smell of new books that you used to have when you used to buy new books when a new school session was about to start. We'll also take a closer look at the box, but I think we have the official figurine of Basim. So I'll just keep it right here, and let's see if we can carefully take the plastic pieces apart. There. Okay, so I almost messed up. This is the brooch or the talisman. I don't know. I think it was the brooch of Basim. You can see it in the game. He will wear it since the day one, and this is not quite impressive. It's okay. It has a safety pin on the back, and there you go. You just carefully take it off, and yeah, I don't think we need this anymore unless you want to actually preserve. The best decision would be keep the entire box safe, keep even these safe, because whenever you're shifting, whenever you're moving around, you will definitely want to take these with you. And to take them with you, the best choice is to keep them back in the state they came in. Bubble wrap करने से they take a lot of damage and shape disorient हो सकता है. If you bubble wrap a rectangular object, it's fine. But if you bubble wrap anything delicate like this, it will still cause damage regardless of how carefully it is being carried. Pro recommendation: if you know you're going to move around, if you know this figurine will go places with you even once or 10 times in a month, keep your source packaging safe. So just keep it aside, and for the time being, let's focus on Basim. So already, if you can see, the plastic is pierced by Basim's hand, so I just cannot take it off. I have to make sure that I carefully take this all off. And that wasn't an issue. I did not break anything. And there you go, folks. Basim's official figure. Let's take a closer look. So I was quite worried that the entire structure that he was standing in looks very weak, looks very pale, and it wouldn't be good. But actually it has a lot of weight in it. It looks dense and it is quite well detailed. The color is quite good, and there are blue runes and there is Arabic writing in blue as well. So I think it looks good. And more importantly, Basim, does Basim looks like Basim? I am not quite sure. Basim looks like Basim from the side. The outfit is quite detailed. Going for an overall review, I think the statue is actually quite good. This figurine is quite accurate, and especially the clothing, it's I think 100% accurate to what they have made in the game. The structure looks good, the style looks good, and his cape is actually flying around. It basically shows that he is in action. His hidden blade is also drawn, and the way the fingers are clenched in the edge of this structure shows that he's just balancing really hard. And overall, it does gives the feel of like a true assassin, and it is obviously one of the best collectibles that you can have. So this entire collectible cost 14,000 INR from when it was actually out. Definitely the prices are going to strike up. We also have the game. Let's unbox the game. We almost forgot about the game. So we'll keep Basim right here so he can carefully watch. Bro, this is your game. It is only 16 hours big. I spent 14,000 only for 16 hours of content. That is not fair. I need more free DLCs. You understand? We all need free DLCs. Come on, 16 hours is good, but throwing us off from 20 hours to straight up 16 hours isn't good. So we have the deluxe edition PS5 copy right here, and this itself costs 4,000 INR, and it is still quite in mint condition. I've already played it in the PC, and PC played performed quite well. And in the in the deluxe edition, you get the soundtrack that we already do in physical, and the art book that we also have in physical. But if you buy the deluxe edition, you can get that in the digital format as well. So with this, we also get the digital format of the disc and the art book. So even if I were to lose the disc edition, and if I don't have a CD player at home, I can always utilize the fact that they are both available in digital formats for me as well. So one last thing available, and that is something exclusively done by, I think, Games the Shop India. I did not see these in any other country. So alright, okay, this is bad. While the front looks okay, this is quite damaged. If you can see on the back, It's all scratched up. It's already dirty. Once you take off the protective film from the front side, they look crystal clear and they look gorgeous. But the back side is still scratched, and I don't think there's a fix for that. It really does not affect the overall review score. And if we try to open up the other ones, back sides of these two are quite fine, but overall, I think this is just quite bad. So final review from my end from Gamifying for this would be quite good, and we definitely love this collectible. We love everything that has been put with it. Most importantly, the case that it came with is quite well detailed itself. So if I close it and keep it somewhere in my house, it will still look like a good decoration. It would not be, just a box that quickly has to be thrown away. It looks pretty in itself. And yeah, it's made in China, imported by a lot of places, and at the end imported by E-Express so that it could be delivered to our doorsteps. But the idea still remains that every content provided inside is quite good, except this brooch. But I think the brooch is quite an adequate replica. If you see towards Basim's collar, the scarf, the brooch is present, and the brooch looks quite similar. We are quite happy with this, and every content that we've gotten, especially the steel case, it looks fantastic. The steel case is fantastic. It is so premium to hold, and it is so premium on the inside as well. And on the inside, if you look more carefully, you can see an in-game screenshot, so which I think is quite impressive itself. And there you have it, folks. Lot of content inside this 14K collector's case. Most of the collector's case are going for much higher, and they don't even include the game. But we get the game, which costs 4K itself. So technically, if you remove 4K from the collector's edition, all the work that you're getting is for 10K. And a figurine this detailed, this expensive, and with no damage at all on the inside is a commendable job done by everyone who was involved in making the collector's edition and making sure it reaches the doorstep uh, of all the consumers. So a great job done on that end. As for the game, our review is already out. You can check in the description for a detailed written review submitted by us. There's a lot of footage going around. We will also be uploading some comparison videos now that we have a PS5 copy in our end, so we can also show a comparative study. But since it's made on the Amulet engine, a lot of players with old specs can also play this game, and it should work quite pretty well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was me, Yudi. Thank you so much for tuning in to Game of Fiend, and this was our Assassin's Creed Mirage Collector's Edition review. We are quite happy with what we have here, and if you also happen to own one of the Collector's Edition, do let us know in the comments what you feel about the Collector's Edition. Are you satisfied? Do you think there should have been something more? And if you're just watching it to check out the Collector's Edition in general, let us also know that if you liked it or not. And if you have any question, once again, we are quite open to answer them all. And we'll come back with some more Assassin's Creed Mirage content and back-to-back game content. It's October. It's October. We have so many games that have been released. Phantom Liberty, CS2, now Mirage, and we have Spider-Man, and so many games coming. This is going to be an action-packed month, and we hope that all you gamers out there are enjoying. And with that, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep watching more content like this. Alright, peace.